Morning, everybody. So last night it downpoured. It rained and rained and rained. So we had no fire last night. And we ended up just playing a board game of Sequence a few times. And we did go to the Big Buck Brewery for dinner and a beer. And that was fun. That's a really neat place to go. So even if you don't drink, go and check it out for the food. It was really good. There's Jeff over here putting in our navigation for today. We are headed to Mackinac City. So kind of a dreary day out today, but it is supposed to get a little better as the day goes on. The sun's supposed to come out for a little while and the rain is supposed to stop. So rather than sit around the campsite and just sit in the camper and not be able to do anything, we decided we're going to go to Mackinac City. So there's a good place to eat up there. It's called the Dixie Saloon. So we're going to take off and head up that way. I'll turn you around. Sorry. See, a little dreary and foggy out, but it's supposed to get better as the day goes on. So okay, so we took a little detour from going to Mackinac City. You'll see here in a second when we turn. Ta-da! Cops and Donuts. No way. Yes. Gotta go to Cops and Donuts if you're ever in Gaylord or Clare. These places are really cool. I think there's a couple other ones, but we're gonna stop into Cops and Donuts. And right next to Cops and Donuts is the Big J's Sporting Goods. So yeah, kind of a neat place to go. If you need anything or want some donuts and some coffee.
Inside.
Oh, I know. I did not show the inside of Cops and Donuts. Sorry. This one is nice. It's a lot smaller than the one in Clare. The one in Clare, Michigan is the original, and that one's really neat. We've decided that we got our donuts. Got some donuts, and we are gonna go up the street here. They only have hot coffee, and I don't drink hot coffee. I do like iced coffee though. So we are gonna go up the street here to Big B and get some coffee to go with our donuts for our ride to Mackinac City. So it's around again and show you. Donuts. Donuts. Yeah, my baking hand is in the way of the donuts. We got an apple fritter, a maple glazed with nuts, and then a chocolate covered Long John with cream in it. Delightful. And no, we won't eat all of them before we get to Mackinac, but doesn't hurt to have a little snack or sweet for later. So those are our donuts, and there's Jeff over there driving. Crappy weather. So we're having a good time though. We always make the best of it. Doesn't matter. So come along a ride. Show ya. Yeah. Weather's not the greatest, but oh, look here across the street. Dollar General. There's always a Dollar General near camping places for some reason. So if you need anything, there's a Dollar General not far. Alright, gonna keep heading down the road here. This is cute. This is like downtown Gaylord. It's kind of like, reminds me of like Frankenmuth, like a little German town. But very cute little town. Gaylord's got some shops and some restaurants. And got some little over the railroad tracks. There we go. So this is cute. So lots to do. I mean, if you were in Gaylord and you wanted something, there's plenty to do here. It looks like lots of little shops, like I said, and plenty of restaurants and hotels. So we had to come all the way up here just to see color in Michigan. At home, the leaves are not changing as fast as they usually do because it's been so warm. But we are up here headed north to Mackinac, and we finally found some color on the trees. It's pretty with all the colors together. believe we're gonna take the last exit right before the bridge to go into the city. So if you miss the last exit into Mackinac City, you're going over the bridge. So the very last exit goes right down into Mackinac City. There's a sign there that lets you know the conditions of the Mackinac Bridge. It is a suspension bridge. It, like today, it says it's foggy. Use your headlights. Sometimes in the winter or on really highly windy days, it's closed. So, been stuck on the other side of it before. That's it right in front of us. That is the bridge. We'll try to get a better view of it later, or maybe we'll even take a little ride over it. It does cost to go over it. Not sure what the charge is.
$4.
$4. And so this is where you come into downtown Mackinac at that last exit. And this place is new since I was here last. Audie's. Don't remember that being there. Might have been there. I just don't remember it. But there you can see the fog right straight ahead of me. It's like it's crazy looking. Yep, and there's so this is the outskirts where it brings you around, and then it'll bring you right into the downtown part of Mackinac City. Now, if you want to go to Mackinac Island, you catch one of the ferries here in the city, and it will take you over to the island. It's very chilly this time of year, and a lot of the stores close after Labor Day on the island, but you could still go over, and they have, you know, fudge and little shops and ice cream and places to eat. And then if you go over the Mackinac Bridge back there, that will take you into St. Ignace, which is another nice little shopping area to hang out on that side of town.
There's a lot of people at the island today. Look at that's parking for one of the shuttles right there.
This is parking for one of the shuttles, like Jeff was saying. It is very full, so there are a lot of people over on the island today. So it doesn't deter a lot of people until it really starts getting cold. And it's like I said, the weather has been extremely warm for this time of year. So this is where we are going to be eating lunch today, the Dixie Saloon, the best place I have found to get perch. I love my perch from there. And then here's your downtown Mackinac City. Tons of little shops. All this is free parking here along the streets downtown. Most of them have no time limit. There are a few spots where there's a sign that might say, 3-hour parking or something, but for the most part, there is no time limit. You can park. So there's you can see there's lots of souvenir shops. There's places to eat. There's a leather shop. There's a bookstore. There's ice cream, fudge, anything and everything. And over when we were walking, I'll show you, there's also a little mall area. It's not really a mall, but they call it a mall area. It's called
Mackinac Crossing.
Mackinac Crossings. Thank you. It's called Mackinac Crossings. They have all kinds of little stores and restaurants in there too, but we'll show you what it looks like. So this is our Dixie Saloon. So we just found out something that we didn't know from all the years that we've come here, that right next door to the Dixie Saloon, right behind it, is a place called O'Reilly's. And O'Reilly's uses the exact same kitchen, serves the exact same food. It just has a different atmosphere than Dixie Saloon. So if it's ever crowded in Dixie Saloon, you can always go to O'Reilly's and get the same thing. So we just found that out. Here this way where we came up, right next to this Mackinac clothing place down here, is a place called The Keyhole. That's a little pub, bar, and grill, like a little Irish pub, bar, and grill. That place is really nice too. We've been in there a few times and had food in there, and it's really good too, but Dixie Saloon is our favorite. There we go. There's a better picture. There's the Keyhole Grill right behind that tree back there. The White Buffalo, new restaurant coming in. Looks like they're working on it. Looks really nice. And here's our entrance into Mackinac Crossings. All kinds of stuff. Store, all kinds of shops. It's less busy over here. It looks like everybody's headed over to the island today, but this is actually one of our favorite places to hang out, is in the city. They have live bands over here in the summer and a laser light show. So down here in the park, we'll show you that in a minute. So we got this place now. It's called the Forge. It's kind of like a blacksmith place. Says we heat it, you beat it, so you get to make your own stuff here. That's pretty cool. And they have a movie theater over here. Let's see what's playing. Saint of Newark, Addams Family 2, and No Time to Die, and Venom. Never been to this movie theater. We don't come here very often to watch movies. We come here to listen to the music in the park and eat, hang out. Looks like some of the shops are closed up for good. Hopefully some of the businesses will bounce back. It's pretty sad to see them not open. And this is still part of Great Lakes, or not Great Lakes, for part of our Mackinac crossing, small crossings. There's more restrooms over here. Jerky outlet. This place used to be really busy. Maybe it's just closed for the season, or maybe it's just not open today, but it's pretty desolate over here.
Might open later on.
And there's the ferry boat getting ready to leave to go to the island. The big store, Little Price, is kind of cool. They got t-shirts and jackets and all kinds of stuff in there. And this right here is where they have the music in the park. There's the little band shell. And they have this little grassy area over here. The kids always run around over here in the grass while the music's playing. And then they got all these little tables and chairs. And the caboose back there for beer and liquor. And then the fountain here is usually full of colored water, and it runs down through. It just recirculates, but it looks like they've got it empty for the season. Got a virtual reality over there. Psychic readings. Ooh, an escape room. That's new since the last time we were here. Most of the time, if we come out here to listen to the music in the park, we sit here on that bench there, or here on this bench, and just sit and enjoy the music. So in the summertime, that's a big deal. They have the bands, live music on the weekends with the laser light show. Oh my gosh, one of our favorite things, axe throwing. And they don't open till noon today, but they will be open, and this is one of our new favorite things to do. We did this in Hocking Hills and had a great time. So yeah, axe throwing. Love the t-shirt. So you throw darts? That's cute. And little the big sale. They got some cute clothes in there. Been in there a few times. So then the crossings, Mackinac Crossings Mall, you can go in one side and come out on the other. We're gonna come out over here, right across from the water. Got a haunted house. And then another little shop. That place over there with the gray and red, that's a restaurant. And I don't remember the name of it, but it's new. It's like a little seafood restaurant. We'll take a little walk over there on that side in a minute. But yeah, so it just loops back around. Okay, there it is. It's called The Hook Lakeside Grill. We have not eaten there yet, but one of these days we are going to. The last couple times we were here, they were still working on building it, and now it's all done. One of these days we're gonna check that place out. Maybe the next time we're up here. So I'll have to forego my Dixie Saloon to try out the Hook. There you go. Oh, big tall Starbucks building. Here's the Adventure Golf. Animal Tracks Adventure Golf. And this way on the strip takes you all the way down to where all the hotels are. So, lots of hotels on the end down there. Some of them have beachfront, some don't. But the closer you are to the city, to the busy part here, of course, the more expensive it is. So this is new. We just stumbled upon this. Not the Mackinac Trading Company, but the Mackinac Island Brew House. That is new for us. That was not here the last time we were here. So I think we're gonna wander in there and check that place out. I should point out too, over here across the street is like a little city park. Huh. So, and you've got Nona Lisa's down here. That's a good pizza place. They have good pizza. They're usually open late at night. So if you're looking for that late night pizza, they're one of the places that I would recommend.
106.3 Mac FM. We set our course for smooth sailing
Cool.
music.
This is the Mackinac Brew House. We're gonna check it out. We're gonna see if we can get a beer and enjoy some music. Some of the beers that they carry. Kind of crazy. A lot of them. A UPA, IPA, all kinds of different beers. Alright, this is the rest of it where we're walking in. This is really cool in here. They don't only sell beer, they sell wine, and they actually have beer tasting and wine tasting. And I noticed on some of the tables they have menus, so they obviously serve food. This place is super cool, and it's huge. It like goes all the way back. This is awesome. We got a fireplace in here and all these big long bars. Let's see if the bar tables, look at these. This place is huge, and just tons and tons of craft beers from around the area. This place is really cool. I like it. Then there's doors that go into the candy place. Popcorn.
The entrance to Nona Lisa's.
Oh, and the entrance to Nona Lisa's. So they're kind of sharing the space with Nona Lisa. That's kind of cool. This is cool. This is a neat place. Aren't their countertops awesome? Look at the bar top. Yeah, it's got like blue running through it with pebbles, like rocks. And these are real rocks under here. And the colored film, and then they carved it out, and it looks like a river running through the middle of the table. That is cool. Those are really cool. And I love their barrel tables. These are cute too. I like this. I'm telling you, this is a nice little place. So obviously the menus on the table for the pizza are because they're hooked to Nona Lisa's. So this is the Mackinac Brewing Company that we just came into and we were showing you the footage. They are not brewing their own beer yet, but they will be in after December. Oh, a very cool place. I can't wait to come back and sample some of their own beers. So Jeff has a Petoskey Lighthouse. Nope, not a Petoskey. What do you have?
Sheboygan.
A Sheboygan Lighthouse Amber. And I have the Petoskey Cranium Crush. Two of these big long tables all the way down, and then you got the bar over here. Okay, here we are. We're almost done with our beers. And in a little bit, we're going to head across the street to the park and show you guys the city park over there. And we are going to take a stroll down the pier. There's a pier over there that's really cool. And there is also over there the Icebreaker Ship Museum. That is really awesome. It costs a little bit of money to get in there. I can't remember. I think the last time we were there it was maybe $12 a person. But they take you through the entire ship. You get to see the quarters, you get to see the uniforms, you get to see the engine room, you get to see the tanks, you get to see everything. And you can try on some of the stuff too, so it's really cool. So yeah, after we're finished here, we're going to head out over there, and the sun is starting to come out. I'm going to turn this around so you can see. We're finally starting to get some sunlight over here, and this is where we're going to be going pretty soon. So I just wanted to show you guys this. This is cool. They have train wreck, German style Hell's Lager. We have Oktoberfest, Rail Yard Raspberry, the Blackberry Ale. There's the Big Buck again. Final Absolution, Iron Heroes, Iron Horse Root Beer. So all kinds of things you can choose from. So here we go. We are taking you guys on our walk with us. We are across the street where there is this little public park. And then we're gonna go over here and take a walk down the pier. And I'm gonna take you guys with us. So I just realized there's a sign right here. This is where we're going. This is called the Straits State Harbor. And this is where the pier is. We're going to go back here and walk the pier. So here's a better picture of the Coast Guard ship. This is the U.S. Coast Guard Museum that we were talking about earlier. And if you ever get a chance, you should do it. It's very cool and very fun. So over here in the fog that you can barely see, this is Mackinac Island. Usually on clear days you can see it no problem, but it is very foggy today. So that's the island over there. That's Mackinac Island. So there we go. And we're going to continue walking.
Here comes one of the shuttles.
Down the pier, and yeah, here's one of the ferries that takes you to the island right there. I believe they run on the half hour, but I'm not positive. You would have to check when you booked to go over there when you purchase your ticket. And I'm not even sure what the cost is anymore. It used to be $11 per person to go across to the island and back, but I'm sure that's changed. We haven't been here in like a year, so it could be a little more. You can take a bike over. They do charge extra to take the bike, but again, I don't know what that fee is. You would have to check that out if you were interested in taking your bike across on the ferry to the island. So, here we go. And here we are at the end of the pier. This is it. It's quiet out here. Every time we've ever come out here, there has really never been anybody but us. I don't think people really know that this is here. So if you're looking for a nice quiet little stroll, I would suggest strolling the pier. And at night, it is lit up. Unfortunately, we do not have any nighttime video for that. And this is that end of the island that I was telling you about, where all the hotels are, and they are on the beach. So you get some beach and some waterfront right through here if you keep going down when you come into town. So that's it. And we're gonna turn around and head back. Here is a picture of the bridge surrounded in fog. That right there is the top of the bridge. And it is, you can't see anything else but the top of it because the fog is so thick right now. So that's pretty cool. Okay. I wanted to show everybody this. This is a little restaurant with a hot dog on it. It is literally called Wienerlicious. We have never eaten in here, but I believe it's all different types of hot dogs with probably all different types of toppings. But I just think this is funny. Every time we come here, you see this building with the big hot dog on top. And there it is. Okay, I have to give you guys a little update too on our dinner at Dixie Saloon or O'Reilly's. So usually we come up here and we get the perch platter, which is awesome. Great fish. Usually comes with coleslaw and fries. So they've switched up the menu a little bit, and it came with onion rings and steamed vegetables, which is fine also, but the onion rings were a little chewy. But the disappointing thing was the fish. They have switched vendors for their fish, and the fish literally had a ton of bones in it. So we sent Jeff's back, and he got the Western burger, which was awesome. Totally awesome. Cooked just right, had cheese, bacon, barbecue sauce, and onions. It was perfect. And then I got toward the middle of my pieces of fish, toward the, I don't know, maybe the third piece. And I started running into bones in my fish. Lots of bones. I do not like bones in my fish. I don't know many people who do. So we let the waitress know, and they had the manager come over, and she called somebody. And turns out that they switched vendors, and the fish is not coming from the same vendor. And they also have a new cook in the kitchen, and he obviously did not know that when the fish came in like that, they told them that it needed to be cut. So the center was cut out, so the bones weren't in there, and he hasn't been cutting it. So it was not a very pleasant experience today, but the staff was wonderful. They took it off our bill, didn't charge us. She was very apologetic. You know, we just left the waitress a big tip to replace what would have been the dinner. So, but not gonna let it deter me, because like I said, we drive 4 hours most of the time to come up here to get that perch, and it is usually worth the drive. But a little disappointed this time. So, but like I said, everybody was pleasant. They were very apologetic, took it off the bill, no issues. Still had a good time sitting in there. And like I said, I won't let it deter me. We'll try it again next time we're up here. So don't let it deter you. Well, it looks like the rain is finally blown over and we are just kind of done walking around Mackinac City for the day. We come here enough that unless there's something we really want, like the fish, then, you know, it's just pretty much the same old for any little tourist town. But so we're heading back to the campgrounds now, going back to Otsego Lake State Park. And 3:40, we'll probably kick up a fire today, so it's not raining, so we'll probably go back and enjoy that. And if we do, I will definitely bring you along. Definitely a better drive back to our campsite than there was going to Mackinac City. The sun's out. It's about 70 degrees outside, which is extremely warm for this time of year in Michigan. But I'm just glad to see the sun. So we're gonna go back and start a fire and just relax by our campfire for a while. And just like that, we're in the rain. We went from sunshine to this. Drove right into it. So we might not get our campfire tonight. I just wanted to show everybody too, this is our little camp spot here. We're site 155. But the crazy thing about this is it was raining last night, and it was raining so hard that it was dropping the acorns out of the trees on top of our camper, and they were really loud, believe it or not. So it was kind of... Here we go, we're on our way, taking a little walk. Got a little excitement going on down here or something. So here's the beginning of the campground. Vault toilet, and then your site 1 is empty right here. So on this part of the trail, it looks like we have sites 1 through, well, they're going 1, 2, 3 back and forth across. So at this park, they still have both ends of the campground open. You can be at either end. I picked the other end because I wanted to be close to the water. But we actually could have picked this end too, because you can see water through the trees over there. So, could have done either. Some nice sights over here. You got the road off behind you to the right though. That's kind of an issue with the noise. And at this end of the campground, you have your shower house for this end. The one back toward us is a lot bigger, but still they have one at each end, so that's convenient. This is a big campground.
That's a big campground.
It's a lot bigger than I thought. So here again, every once in a while you find these spots with the hard surface. But this is a nice campground. It is really big. And again, we got spots over here that had I known when we booked our site that this end was pretty cool too, I might have taken this spot right down here on the end of the turn. But then you have a camper on each side of you. But it's a pretty nice spot right there. It's pretty big. So this campground's nice enough too to put some, most of them are doing that now, put the mutt mitts there to scoop your furry friends' droppings. And then, look at here, you got the lake. So yeah, if I had a choice, I probably would have picked one of these spots. Like this spot right there is 66 or 67 or 68. One of these, because they are right across from the lake and nothing is going to block your view. Other than some trees, but the lake is right there. And then you got, like I said, the shower house and restrooms right there. And then you got some prime spots up here. Little black squirrels out everywhere today. One over there, and there's one over here. He's hiding. He just went up the tree. But so these spots here probably would have been another option I would have picked. Our camper's small enough that it could have fit here. This is Site 69. You're right up by the water on this one. And this right here is a nice spot too, 71. These are nice spots right here. We're going to detour off of our little campground tour to go down the ramp. Stepping on some acorns. Those acorns are all over up here. They were dropping like crazy on our camper last night, and some of them were pretty loud. So, gonna take the turn here. Oh, this is pretty. Very nice. Very pretty down here. You got some land out here. And then you've got this little sitting area right here. Got a little deck with little seating that goes all the way around. And then this is the North Beach. Very quiet down here, very nice. Even on a day like today, you could just bring a chair down here and sit. It is so quiet. The water's calm. So nice. And kind of just like the situation at Bud Lake. the lake is clear. You can literally, see the rocks and leaves in the bottom of the lake. So it's better. You can see the water out there, and it's just pretty down here. It's nice and quiet. And this is all part of Otsego Lake State Park, and it actually looks like there's a trail that goes over there, but since we are touring the campground, we're going to go back up the way we came down. So, back up the ramp. See, this is what I'm talking about. Look at these acorns everywhere. They are literally everywhere. So I would say if you're going to stay in the campground on the North Beach end, that some of the spots that we mentioned were good ones. 66, 67, 68, 69, 71. I'd say any of those are nice. They're all nice, but these on this side are right by the water, and you don't have another campsite in front of you blocking your view of the water. So that's what makes those nice. And here we go. Back up on our trail. On the side closest to the lake are nice. You don't have another campsite between you and the lake, which makes those probably the ones that are in the highest demand and hardest to get. But yeah, they're very nice. Here's Site 88. That one's empty this weekend. I think the squirrels are out like crazy because I think they're the ones gathering up all the acorns. There are a ton of them. Alright, and this is somebody's site right here, Site 99. This is a nice big site, but then you're open kind of to the public area right there. The swings and the playground. So we are not going to cut through there. And we're back where we started. There's the vault toilet, and there's Site 1. So those were Sites 1 through 99. And then we're going to go up here, and we're going to go to the right, and we're going to go down by the public beach. And for those of you wondering, yes, Jeff is still with me. He is behind me, and he's listening to JJ Cruise. Are they live chat right now? Are they live?
Yep.
Yeah, he's watching JJ Cruise do their live show right now from Symphony of the Seas. I believe it's Jared's birthday, so they have been saying, so happy birthday, Jared. And here's our public access. Yeah, beach and picnic shelter. And a park store. So I was right. That's what's over there. And then over here's your public access to the beach. But we're going to go up here and check out the front. There's another squirrel. Squirrels are out like crazy. So, oh yeah, this is nice. So you got the women's restroom and a men's restroom, and then on the other side, Must be the same. And then you have this little store. And it's got this old deck over here. Oh, look at their little store. It looks like sells ice cream and refreshments. And there's the picnic pavilion right there. And then here's your public beach. The water's very calm tonight. So and you got more beach that goes way down there. So it's quite a bit of beach, quite a bit of frontage there for a beach. And then over here we have the boat launch. Couple people with their boats out now. And these spots over here on this side, these are right on the water too. So I believe that's site 100, 101, 102, 103. All the ones right here are right on the water. Kind of like on the other loop. There's nothing blocking your view between your campsite and the water, so those are nice to have. Another little cabin you can rent. Little cabin. Yeah, the one thing I've noticed that is almost all the sites along the water are taken. Everybody wants those sites.
Yeah.
And then here's our shower bathroom. This one's closest to us. This is for our end. I think these are newer. I think they were just redone. They're very nice inside. But up here you can see you have the lake behind you. And this right here is pretty much the end of all the water sites. Then you start looping back around and going back up by where we are. So this is a big campground. I would say bring your bikes if you have any and you want to, because there's a lot of space to ride. There's a couple of these spots on this side that are pretty nice, like this 146. It's pretty nice. You get a little bit of road noise, but it's not bad. It's a nice site. It's another hard surface site, 147. There's only a few of those in the campground. They're for your bigger monster campers. And there we have a skeleton getting ready to eat dinner. That's pretty funny. So that completes our tour of the campground. We're almost back around to where we started. So we're going to start a fire and chill out for a little while. And then I do believe that Jeff is itching to watch the Michigan game. So if we can get it to come in, we may have to go in the camper on and off to check out the game. So thanks for tagging along with us on our tour of the campgrounds, and obviously I'm gonna have to shorten it because the whole thing is like 40 minutes long. That was a long walk to walk the whole campground, so we'll be shortening that. But here we are back around to where we started, and here we are, our little site right there, site 155. All right, bye. Yes, it is raining. It has not stopped coming down since we came back from our walk, and it is loud. Good morning.
Morning.
So we are in line to dump. There is quite a line ahead of us. I believe there's 3 ahead of us, so we are sitting here waiting, and it just got busy all of a sudden, so we would have been out a little bit earlier this morning, but it decided to rain again this morning. So this whole weekend it did nothing but rain, but it's still nice to get away from home. We did go up to Mackinac City and walk around, and that was nice. So we did get our walk around the campground. We just didn't really get to do much outside. No campfires, no cooking out. It literally just downpoured the whole time we were here. And of course, everything is packed up in bags because it's a sandy, wet mess. So when we get home, we will have to put the steps down and put the awning out and rinse off the rug. And yeah, it's just a sandy, wet mess today. But the sun's starting to come out a little bit. Maybe it'll dry up a little bit, so when we get home, everything will dry out. That's pretty much our adventure for this campground. So again, we were at Otsego Lake State Park in Gaylord, and it is a nice park, beautiful beach. So if you ever are interested in coming up here, this is a nice one.